What is the future of Social Security? And what are the likely changes or reforms that will be coming? That is the subject of this video. Welcome to another episode of the Financial Fast Lane. My name is Lane Martinson, and the purpose of this channel is to provide educational information on retirement planning topics for those age 50 and over. And in this video, we're specifically talking about what the future of Social Security might look like. What are the likely changes that may be coming down the pipe, and what reforms? Now, if we go back in time, Social Security was written into existence by President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who signed the Social Security bill on August 14th, 1935. If we go back to the year 1937, just 2 years into the Social Security program, that year there was 52,236 recipients. The total payout in benefits, 1.2 million. Now, if we fast forward to 1950, the number of recipients had grown to 3.4 million, with a total payout of 961 million. We fast forward to 1980, there was 39 million recipients, with a total payout of 247 billion. Again, let's fast forward to the year 2000. Total recipients, 45 million, with a total payout of $407 billion. Fast forward to 2019, which is last year, 64 million Americans receiving Social Security benefits with a total payout of over $1 trillion. Now, that number is going to continue to grow, and it's growing at a fairly rapid rate. And so, without reforms, according to the Social Security Administration, the trust funds will be depleted by the year 2035. So that's only about 15 years from now. The way Social Security is established and set up, it is not able to run in the red. And so there's a crisis coming, right? There are going to have to be some changes and some reforms, which I'm sure will happen. Assuming that there was no reforms, what the estimation is that if the trust funds are depleted to zero by 2035, then the amount of new taxes coming in from the workforce, it is estimated that would be enough to pay about 75% of the benefits. So if there were no changes, then everyone's Social Security benefits would essentially be dropped by 25%. Now, I don't believe that the American people are going to allow that to happen. And so what are the possible changes? What are the reforms that are going to attempt to solve this problem, fix it, right? One of the very likely changes that there's a lot of talk about, the fact that we live longer, pushing out the full retirement age is a very likely change. I don't anticipate that to impact anyone that is close to retirement now, but it would be for those probably born around 1960 or later. Their full retirement age is probably going to be getting bumped. That's one likely change. Probably all the way to age 70 is my guess, but we'll wait and see. Some other likely changes would include increasing taxes, so the Social Security FICA tax on all earnings. So right now, it's only on the first $137,000. And so for those who have incomes greater than 137, they're only paying the Social Security tax on that first 137. And so increasing that is a very likely outcome. They could potentially start to do some means testing down the road, which kind of converts it to more of a welfare program, because they basically say, well, if you have other income or other assets, you're going to get less Social Security. And so it leaves more for those who have no other assets. That's one possible scenario. The delayed credits that you can get now, if you wait until after your full retirement age, you get that 8% increase in the benefit. That is something that they could change or do away with or eliminate. One possible scenario. They could change the earliest age possible that you could claim. Right now it's age 62. If we go back to 1935, the earliest age you could claim was age 65, and that got changed, and people were able to claim at 62. But that's something that could change. It could be bumped up to age 64, something like that. Now, this is terminating the restricted application is something that is already essentially done. It's being phased out. There was some great strategies, and we use them all the time for our clients to increase their benefit. But this specific one, where you would file a restricted application and allowing yourself or a spouse to get the deferred credits, that's being phased out. If you were born by January 1st, 1954, then that is one of the strategies that is still available to you. Anyone born after that date, it has been phased out. The other possible scenario is they can control the cost of living adjustment and cut that back. That's one scenario. I think out of all of these, probably one of the biggest and most likely outcomes is that taxes will be higher in the future, both on the FICA tax, but also taxes on actual benefits when people have other income. And so all of these are unpleasant in some way, right? But we have a financial problem. The math does not work. And so there will be changes. I think you can have confidence that Social Security will be there. I don't think the reductions are going to come for people who have it, but I think the taxes and the younger generations will definitely be impacted by it. So I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, but this is kind of what you were looking at. I go into more depth on other videos with Social Security and Social Security claim strategies. There's a link below in the description where you can access some of those other videos if you'd like. I want to thank you very much and look forward to seeing you in the next episode.